Hey, it's Tony DeBerry, and if you've been following my videos, you know that this is like the sixth video of falling in love and me telling my story of me falling in love and the journey that I've been through. Um, I know I look a little different since last video. I took a break on videos, but I got a new hair color and my hair's quite longer. But let's talk about falling in love. Well, if you follow the videos since last time, I talked about the first time me and the person I fell in love with ever had sex. And to continue that intimate moment was wonderful. I fell asleep in his arms and amazing. It was amazing. What else can I say? But we didn't follow through with having sex because I wanted him to yearn for me. I want his passion for me to be so high that it's so like he's reaching for a part of me that he can never reach. And by giving him me fully, that it will relieve him and relieve me. And like in some way, I know how to explain it. I know how I'm thinking of it, but it's so hard to explain. It's just a feeling out of this world. But as time goes on, there was another time at his house. We started to, but we didn't go through. His auntie was banging at the door and things like that. But so we stopped really trying, and we just saw each other when we saw each other and made out, and we just enjoyed each other's company. And as our relationship went on, by this time it's like 2, 3 months. I'm still in high school. He's just graduated, and in the 2 to 3 months, one of his friends from the past pops up, and he tells me it's his friend, and their name is L. London. Let's just be 100% real because I'm a 100% real person. His name was London, and London pops up out of nowhere to me. He's just talking about it's his friend, whatever, whatever. I don't care. Him and London hangs out all the time, all the time, all the time. I consistently hear London's name. London this, London that, London, 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 London. London Bridge is falling down. I don't know. But consistently hearing the name London was very irritating to my ears. And then me in high school and me now are two totally different people. My patience is horrible. So I had a very bad temper back then. But hearing it would irritate me and it didn't sit well with me. So I'm like, so one day on the phone I asked him, what is up with this London thing? Like, are you still in love with London? Like, did y'all date? What's up? He said him and London did date. He was honest. He's not in love with them. He never was in love. Okay. Time goes on. Same thing. And a week later, the conversation comes back up again between me and him, and he actually brought it up. And he said, I actually, remember you asked me about the London thing? I said, yeah. I don't know. I don't think I'm in love with him, but there is something there. And that right then, when he said there's something there, put up something inside of me. My intuition was right, but something inside of me was boiling, and I didn't feel comfortable with them two hanging out anymore. Um, but they continued to hang out, and me and Dorian's relationship became very rocky, very rocky. And I was working at Burger King all the way on the west side, and I lived on the east side. I was working all the way on the west side at this time, high school, coming straight from school, going to work, driving way back home late at night, on the bus. So I would talk to him on the phone to and from work sometimes. So I'm thinking this was the weekend about this time, and I'm going to work, and I'm on the phone with the Dorian, and I'm asking him, where have you been? Because I didn't talk to him like before. I was like, what's going on? He was like, oh, me and London was together. We stayed at a friend's house. Okay. Why? We just fell asleep at a friend's house. Okay. Where did you sleep? Well, we slept in the bed. We, yeah, me and London slept in the bed. Together? is what I'm saying. Yeah, like, and they're like into man or woman knows like that doesn't sit well with them. Like your man is in the bed with another man that they used to date that you feel they still have feelings for. I don't think I was wrong by telling him how I felt when I felt that it was disrespectful. And I told him I might have expressed it very rude, but telling him was not wrong. I didn't like the feeling of my man sleeping in the bed with another man that he used to date. Period. Sleeping in bed with another man. Period. If it ain't your son. So, and I mean your biological son, not your little gay sons. But I'm like, why are you in the bed with them? Whatever, whatever. And y'all slept together and da 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 da. He was like, no, it was nothing like that. I'm like, I don't care. He wasn't trying to hear it, and I wasn't trying to hear that. Argued all the way for me going to work, argued at work. And then it got to the point I just couldn't. And I was like, forget it, whatever. I ain't gotta be with you, basically, is how the conversation ended. But we were still together. And me and him had talked many a times, me going to work, coming from work, like he would text me like, it's your man, like, and I'll be like, yeah, like, just to look at a text and your man don't have a phone at first, and he texts you and be like, what up, and you be like, hey, who is this, and you're like, it's your man, and you just know, like, that feeling is amazing. So everything that we had before that just went straight out the window. And when he, when I found out that, they had did that, I was very, got insecure. Part of me became very insecure, and more insecure, because I could never compete with the history that them two had, because I didn't know their history, and it just was sprung upon me. And time went on, and we were still together, but our relationship was iffy. And he told me one time that he not cheated on me. He didn't so much say that. He said he did something. And I said, what? Mm. We were laying in my bed, and he was facing the other way, and I was looking at him, and he was like, you ever like somebody in your past, and like y'all used to like each other or whatever like this, but and then something just happened. He was like, we didn't do it or nothing, but so basically how he made it seem as if maybe they kissed, maybe a little foreplay. I don't know. And that I didn't break up with him. That feeling, and I should have, but that feeling, I just was like, he's telling me the truth. Should I just forgive him? Very forgiving person. And I was, like I said, my temper was so hot with other people, but so cool with him. And I didn't understand why was I becoming so soft and so insecure with this person. And time went on, and the day we broke up, we were on the phone. I was folding clothes, and he called me. And we were talking, and he said that he thinks that he likes a girl, and basically telling me that he thinks he likes a girl. He doesn't know what he wants, so he thinks that it's best for us to take a break. And I was so confused. Like I didn't know what to do with us. Say like I just didn't know what bag he was coming from. So I just said fine, fine, all right. And I act like it didn't matter. One of the hardest things to do is to act like something isn't bothering you when it is eating you up inside. Every inch of it just eats you up. And I've become so good at looking at something and making it look as if it's not bothering me, and I just look at you. But I wear my heart on my sleeve, like you'll know for a split second if it bothers me. My heart is on my sleeve, but the emotion lies in my eyes. And he knew that. That's why it was over the phone. So time goes on, maybe two weeks after we broke up, and it was around Valentine's, and come to find out he was dating someone, and it wasn't a girl, it was a guy named Omar, and he was playing housewife with Omar. Go figures. And me and him went shopping. We went to the mall, Beechwood Mall, and we were on the bus, and we were talking about it, and I had to play the friend who didn't care about anything, and that was so hilarious. But I tried, and I did it, and I got through that Valentine's Day without him. But there was a segue earlier in me and his relationship where a point of when I had to audition for things, he had always been there. So I figured like we had friend moments. So I could be his friend. I could just take those friend moments we had in our relationship and use them. And that's what I did. Part of love is being in love with someone is actually being their friend. And like, you can't really be with someone you love if you can't be their friend, like their bro, their sis. Like, you have to have that relationship outside of your relationship with that person, or else any other relationship can come in between y'all, and you don't want that. Um, but it did, and as time went on, it got to a point where I wasn't focusing on doing it anymore. I just was like, forget it. I'm gonna do what I did, and I started auditioning for colleges and going all the way to Pittsburgh for or Point Park audition and things like that. And that weekend I spent in Point Park changed a lot of things between me and him. It's called falling in love.